Hey, and welcome back to another how-to installment. Today I wanted to go over a site that I use quite frequently for various things called Canva. It's a great for string graphics if you're on a budget, or if you just like changing things up and you don't want to have to spend a bunch of money constantly on updated graphics and everything, as well as just numerous other items that you can use it for, like if you're having subathons or if you just want to have fun and make graphics and everything. So let's hop right on in. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to canva.com. It will have you either log in or sign up. Whenever you first sign in. Since I already have an account, obviously it just automatically signed me in, which is kind of handy. You can literally search for whatever you want. It has your recent designs down on the bottom, so you can kind of keep track of the different items that you're doing if you want to have multiple different options. When you're searching, I usually just search for Twitch when I'm doing Twitch specific things, and we'll show up with the very basics of just a whole list of different options that you can do, or you can go through the categories and narrow it down to a Twitch banner, which is what's over your Twitch whenever you're offline. You can do the Twitch background, which is very similar. It does the very similar things. You can do Twitch screens, which is just your Twitch scenes for like your BRB, your starting soon, your ending, your intermissions, all those. You can do Twitch overlay, which would be for like your camera, and if you did have all of the stuff at the very top or at the bottom showing your recent followers, subscribers, all that stuff. Or you can do the rotating alert box, which is what I do. That way I save space. You can do Twitch logos. You can also have some Twitch emotes going on if you want to use a cheap one. If it does have the $ on it, that means parts of it are paid. You can just change those out. It'll have a little Canva logo on it if it's a paid feature. If it has the crown, that does mean that it's a pro specific feature and pro specific design, so you can't use it unless you do have the 14-day free trial or you have Canva Pro, whichever you so choose to do. You can also set up panels for your Twitch as well, which are all the things underneath. That way you can kind of have it stand out and be a little bit unique. You can, if you want to, you can just go in and go up to create a design, do whatever size you want for any scenes or anything. I do 1920 by 1080 because that's the standard size. And then you just click create new design. You can search through templates. They have a lot of just basic templates right off the front, or you can search, you can type in Twitch and it'll bring up Twitch specific ones that they've already kind of set up, and it'll go through all the different categories as well. Again, you can always click see all to narrow it down specifically to that specific category within it. And then you can just pick one. You can change any of the features on it. Gives you a nice starting point if you wanted something kind of a specific color theme. Or if you like the design of something like this one, you can just go in, you can change the colors of anything, you can animate it so that it comes in all nice and fancy. It makes it look super professional. There's all kinds of different element animations and page animations that you can do for each one, and it automatically does all of it for you, which is really kind of nice. You can experiment with all of it, see what all it can actually do. Once you've kind of figured out the elements that you want to do for it, you can go in, you can change specific colors. You can also hit the change all down at the bottom if you want everything with that old color to get changed to the new color. That way it's all consistent across the board. You don't accidentally change the color to where it's not something that you wanted it to be. You can just make it all matchy. You can use the same scene because you can duplicate the page to where you can actually have each one its own page, and then you can just save it at the end. That way you don't have to worry about making everything from scratch once again. That way it's all uniform, it's all consistent. They have a lot of default text fonts that you can do. Some of them are pro specific, unfortunately, but they have a lot of just in the regular free one, which is super handy. If you do opt to use Canva for your overlays for your gameplay as well, you can always just go with the basic either green screen for the cameras or for your overlay in general. You just pick one and you'll change the background ideally to something green. If your color scheme is green, I recommend just going with a different color. That way you don't accidentally make other parts of your seen actually transparent on accident, but you can just make it a green screen. In one of my previous videos, I go over how to do our chroma key. That way you can actually make it transparent so you don't have to worry about it. It's super handy, it's super nice. If you do have something on your scene that requires Canva Pro, you'll have those remove watermarks on the screen. That way you know that there is something that needs to either be paid for, or you can just exchange it out for something that isn't Canva Pro related. That way you know at least that it's there. You can change all the colors on it, make it unique, make it custom, make it your own. That way, even if you go with one of the generic base ones that they already have set up, you can make it your own. Everything you can just make into your own. Once you have everything set up how you want it to, just make sure you go to share. You can technically share it with other people within your community if you so want. I usually just download. If it's not an animated image or anything, I recommend doing a ping. If you have Pro, you can automatically do the transparent background. If you don't, chroma key it out with the green. And you can always save your download settings if you so choose. Just make sure you hit download once you're all said and done. And that is a quick walkthrough of some of the stuff that Canva can do. Canva Pro does give you a lot more options and available graphics and everything, but there's already a lot that you can do with the free Canva, and has a lot of workarounds that you can do within OBS for the transparent backgrounds as well if you don't want to pay for Canva Pro. Canva does offer a 14-day free trial if you wanted to play around with some of the Pro features, and it's pretty affordable as well if you do choose to go that route. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon.